What is up, my dudes? Dino John here, coming at you with some answers to your guys' questions that you guys been recently asking me about my dinosaur deck. And before I go on, I just want to say thank you guys so much for supporting me and just commenting questions because I like the feedback. It means a lot to me. So yeah, so I'm basically gonna be answering some questions here. You guys wanted me to do some test hands and show you some basically how I get the calamities out, and it's actually pretty easy. So I'll get to show you. There's different sequences on how to bring them out. If you want me to show you like a bunch of them, I could, but yeah. But for right now, yeah. As you can see, I made some changes. Just literally only one change. I took out the dark hole for the second copy of Ultimate Conductor Triano. If you guys want the rest of the deck profile, go ahead and check out the other video. Yeah, I just took out the other dark hole for another UCT. Two UCTs is actually really good, guys. It's just sometimes I do have bad luck. I do draw both of them just out of nowhere. That's just the worst luck that I ever have. But it is what it is. Two UCTs are actually good because it does come up a lot against certain matchups. So yeah, two UCTs, and yeah, I'll show you the combo. So for this combo, it's literally simple. All you would need is a miscellaneous, if I can get them out. Where are you, buddy? There you are. So all you need is a miscellaneous, and all you need is just a baby. Any baby would work. So it could work with the petite too. It doesn't matter because you're gonna use miscellaneous to bring out your level 1 Dino monster in the deck, which is Animadorkosaurus, and popping one of these guys to bring out your level 4. So that's what I'm saying. Doesn't matter if you use him or him. Literally doesn't matter. But yeah. So all you need is just 2 cards, and if you want, look, I can just 3, 4, 5. So 3, 4, 5. Oh no, because these two. Yeah, 3, 4, 5. So yeah. So basically, this is gonna be your hand, and we're not gonna use these at all. This is just a 2-card tutorial, but this is basically your hand right here. So if you have the field spell, it's highly recommended only because you can't get imperm, and because the tokens, as long as you have the token and the field spell, your opponent cannot target you a card, so imperm gets shut off. But other than that, like, these 2 cards literally get you out calamities, and if you have the field spell, I mean, that's just basically like kind of game from right there. And yeah, so you just go from, you ditch miscellaneous. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me see. Yeah, so you ditch miscellaneous. You use miscellaneous effect to banish miscellaneous to special summon your Animador. All right, once Animador is out, you go ahead and activate his effect, popping your any Babyosaurus you have. Any babies you have, doesn't matter. And then don't forget to activate his effect first. So you add the pill, and you also get to special summon off of a Babyosaurus, any dinosaur monster. Basically any dinosaur monster. Level 4. Yeah, level 4 or lower. Yeah, so once Oviraptor's out, you're going to activate Oviraptor's effects to add you, can add or send a dinosaur monster. But we're actually going to add a dinosaur monster, which is another baby. Like this still doesn't matter. I mean, if you want to, you can also just add the petite, because we're still going to special summon level 4s. So like, it literally doesn't matter. So even if you run out of these guys and all you have is just petites, that's why I run 2 petites in this deck. I don't believe in taking out that ratio at all. I absolutely love it. So you add the baby, and then you normal summon the baby, effect of Oviraptor, popping the baby and targeting the other one in your grave. So, or this is banished. Yeah, this is the only one in your grave. So you pop this one, special summon the Babyosaurus, effect of the one you popped previously. You're gonna activate his effect, special summon level 4. Now, doesn't matter what level 4 you summon. Well, the only one you can summon, because you don't want to summon another Oviraptor. I really like miscellaneous. I don't run Giant Rex only because I couldn't find enough space for Giant Rex, and like I said, I don't like taking my ratios of the baby. He just kind of adds a little bit. I mean, he's a good card. Don't get me wrong. He's an absolute good card, but it's just I prefer to have a lot of consistency, and sometimes Giant Rex is kind of a brick. Not all the time. I know he's really good, but sometimes it comes up where he's a brick, and I basically took him out for the other level 9 Drac Titano. So yeah, so you get miscellaneous out, and now you have 2 level 4s. Okay. And also, I also summon miscellaneous too. Like if you have Giant Rex in your deck, I still would recommend you summon miscellaneous off of this combo, only because if you're gonna make one board, obviously you can't OTK your opponent. There's like you're going first, so you make something, you pass. You're gonna use because you're gonna make Dolka with this. You're gonna use Dolka obviously to negate some of the monster effects. If not, cool, you still have like a free negate on board. But if you do end up negating, you're just gonna use the miscellaneous detaching, and then for next turn you have. You know, you can use this banish effect, and that's why you have more plays. So yeah. So yeah, overlay. Summon the Dolka. All right. Now you're gonna use Animadorchosaurus to bring out your Link Karibo. If you can see him here, let me just move this. There you go. All right. So you summon the Link Karibo. Okay. Now you can link these two for your one and only Nightmare Cerberus. You know, Cerberus is good, especially at the field spell, because if you have the field spell right now, you would ditch a card. So you ditch one of these cards you have to pop the token, effect, special summon another level, pop a baby inside your deck, and then special summon another level 4 or higher if you pop the Petite. And you can bring out your Dino Wrestler, which is really, really good too, because now you have an interruption. But at this case, we don't have the field spell, so we're just gonna proceed. So summon Cerberus. You're gonna use Cerberus to link summon Linkross. I love Linkross in this deck, guys. I still would play it. And yeah, I know we do run the Extravagance, but that's why you gotta really kind of like, if you have a hand that you know you can get it out, I recommend you do that first and just kind of ignore Extravagance. It's okay because you already have full combo. So yeah, just be aware of that. And you have the field spell, then yeah, there's no way your opponent can stop you. And if you have Gamma too, you know, he can't ash your miscellaneous. So that's just like, yeah, that's full combo. No need a strap. All right, so then you return one of these to special summon your Link Karibo, Grave Effect. All right, now at this point, super easy. Now Trish could banish tokens, okay? But they just need monsters with different names. So you banish the token, you banish all 3 of these, okay? Banish all 3 of these. The token will just return to your extra deck or return to whatever you have it at. And you banish all these 3, special summon your Trish. So that's how it comes out. You could banish cards from your hand too. Let's say if you want to leave like certain monsters on the field, I don't know, you want to leave Link Karibo on the field, that's totally fine. You could banish some monsters in your hand or on the field or both. You know, 2, maybe 2 and 1 or 1 and 2. It's totally up to you. But for this combo, you know, I'm just gonna use what I have. So summon Trish, double evolution pill. Banishing a dino and a non-dino. Who do we have? Nightmare Cerberus and any other dinosaur. It doesn't really matter. So use the evolution pill. So you're gonna summon Jarak Titano, ignoring his summoning conditions. So that's how you get. That's how he gets brought out. Overlay for True King of all calamities. And yeah, that's the board, guys. That's you got really have like a monster negate. So that's why I like to make him first, just in case he has Ash for your extra deck monsters, because you already protected him with dinos with miscellaneous, but you didn't protect your extra deck monsters, which is why I went for Dolka. Yes, he could imperm you, which is why I highly recommend that you kind of like have the field spell, but if not, that's totally fine. You know, you can kind of just go, you know, Estrav. And if you do end up banishing your Link Ross, that's totally fine. You can still make it. You know, you just gotta sacrifice a couple monsters with Trish from your hand or on your field, whatever. If you do end up making a lot of monsters, and yeah, you can still make the same combo, because Amador will get you the pill. All right, so yeah, that's literally the combo right there, 2-card combo, and yeah. So I know some of you guys wanted me to also do some test hands, so yeah, we'll see some test hands. This deck is comfortable going first or second. It doesn't really matter, which, you know, something that's really, really cool about this deck. Let me just shuffle. Yeah, quick shuffle. But yeah, I mean, I appreciate the support, guys. I mean, you guys are crazy. You know, it's cool. It's cool. You know, I like to do this for fun, and you guys are just supporting me. That's awesome. It's amazing. So yeah, so I'm just gonna give this a quick shuffle, make sure nothing is like, you know, have 3 copies of in the exact same area of the deck. All right, so here's the deck. You got Terraforming, Fossil Dig, Oviraptor. I mean, it's already pretty good. So see, that's my hand right there. So the test hands, usually when I do my test hands, I just keep going 5 and 5, and when I keep seeing like what different sequences of a combo, then I'm just like, okay, that's a good hand. I'd move it here, keep going 5 again, top 5, that's good. Put it here, top 5. Oop, that's kind of bad. So that's how I kind of test my hands. But in this one, I'll show you what I can do. So use Terraforming. Okay, and what are you gonna use Terraforming for? You already know. I also like Terraforming too, because if I go second, I can just search the Mystic Mine, and you know, if your opponent ends up getting those that certain board that you can't get over. So go for Lost Worlds. Okay. Go for Fossil Dig. Fossil Dig. You're gonna add your miscellaneous. So this is a different sequence. This is what I'm saying. So there's different sequences of the combo. You just gotta keep playing the deck, test the deck, and yeah, just mess around with it a lot. So you activate Lost World, ditch miscellaneous. Okay, so you ditch miscellaneous. Now your Dinosaurs aren't affected throughout the main phase. So normal summon Oviraptor. Effect Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2. Remember 1 and 2, only because you're okay with Lost World getting negated, but you really want Oviraptor to resolve. So Lost World effect. Special summon the token. Effect of Oviraptor, adding, your baby. Add your baby source. Banish. We're gonna banish miscellaneous to special summon your level 1 baby, Animador, the crocodile. There he is. Oh, they're almost together. Effect of Animador, destroy the baby to add your pill. Okay, the baby Asaurus activates now since it's destroyed. Special summoning a level 4 lower. This time we're gonna summon Babyosaurus. Okay, activate a second effect of Oviraptor, popping the Babyosaurus. Special summon the other one from the grave. All right, so effect of Babyosaurus, the one that got destroyed, to special summon a level 4. And as you can see, it's literally the same thing as you guys saw earlier. It's just a different sequence. So there's different sequences to this combo. So yeah, this deck is like super consistent. There's just like, you got to remember, there's different ways to bring the same board out all the time. You just got to like I said, just mess around with it. Overlay. I used my Dolka earlier. There he is. Dolka. Okay. Now use Animador. Special summon Linkuriboh. Okay, now you use Linkuriboh and your baby to bring out your Cerberus. All right, so now look at, we have the field spell, we have a token on their field. We're gonna use Cerberus effect to actually discard a card if you want to. You don't have to. It's totally up to you. You can, discard this, since we have like, let's see, Ultimate Conductor, and we already have the Direct in our hand. At this point, I wouldn't really necessarily pop it, because you could end up with the Pankratops. Like, you can discard your ultimate, pop, and go for Pankratops for a disruption, but UCT is better. So we're just gonna not pop it, okay? But if it's any other card, I recommend it. Yeah, discard it, summon the Pankratops, and then you have like a disruption during their turn, which is really, really good. So you just keep UCT at this point, since we have UCT. Don't use his effect, because it's the you can, which some people don't know. Use him. Summon Linkross. Linkross effect. Bring out your tokens. Since they're level 1, return one of the tokens. Special summon Linkuriboh. And yeah, as you guys can see, this is literally the same thing. Banish 3. Showing you I'm banishing these 3. You could banish a token. They're all different names. All right. Special summon Trish. Activate double evolution pill. Banish a dino and a non-dino from your grave. Doesn't matter what dinosaur monster. I know I always show the Babyosaurus, but it literally doesn't matter. Dino and a non-dino. It can special summon from your hand too, so just letting you know. So you special summon Drac Titano from your hand. Okay, that's what's really good. So even if you draw your bricks, this can definitely like special summon it out. And then you overlay for UCT. As you can see, since we had the field spell, we ended up with actually a stronger a board, because he can't imperm you. There's like, he can't what is that, lance you, forbidden lance you, can't dress you. Not forbidden dress. That's the other way around. But yeah, he can't lance you, he can't imperm you. And you have like monster negates, so it's like, he can't target you either way. So Yeah. I mean, at this point too, since we have UCT, we're gonna use UCT. Banish 2 dinos, since we have literally 2 dinos engraved, to special summon use Ultimate Conductor Triano, and literally that's our board. That's just more than enough to like say GG. And just have their hand and shake it. They to the point. Yes, they could draw if they have it. Like was it like the droplets? They could do droplets. That would kind of hurt it. They could what is that? Dark Ruler no more. Yes, they could Dark Ruler no more. But that's why you use miscellaneous. Like I said, just in case if they get rid of the board, you have more plays to combat on the next turn. And since you already summoned Ultimate Conductor Triano from his ability, even if he's like, let's say if they just get rid of this whole board, right? They just get rid of all this whole board. All right, now it's your turn. You pass, you draw. Doesn't matter what this is. What is it? Another evolution. Yeah, that's really, really good. So I'm saying you summon UCT already. You can summon it from the grave now since you already used his requirement to summon it from the hand. So, and you have miscellaneous. You just have different plays too. So yeah, and plus, your opponent would have to draw those certain cards to like break boards. So sometimes it doesn't happen. Sometimes it does, and when it does, you have, like I said, you have miscellaneous. You can special summon UCT back from the grave from Oviraptor and use UCT's effect. You can pop himself too. Some people don't know that. You can actually pop himself to put all the monsters face down. So that's really, really good. But yeah, I mean, if you have calamities, he's not gonna do nothing. Even if he Dark Ruler no more you, he's literally not gonna do anything. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it, guys. Or should we do one more? Yeah, we'll do one more test hands. I just don't want to like leave you guys hanging like that. But yeah, it's literally consistent. You just gotta, there's different sequences of it. And I know there's another question saying, how does it do against back row? Now, you have miscellaneous to protect you. Now, I know it's not gonna, miscellaneous only protects you on the main phase. It's not gonna protect you like, for the whole turn. If it did, probably would have been banned. But, it actually does pretty good against back row. You do have your Pinkertops in your deck to like, kind of pop a card. But if it's like gets Outledge, and they're really good at controlling. At the same time, though, there's not a high representation of Outledge, so the rest of the meta you're gonna do excellent against. But against those like heavy back row decks, like I face like Mystic Mine, I face all those like rock stuns. They're still a deck. I face a lot of stun decks, and still this deck can get around it. You have Mystic Mine. Name any rock deck that can get around Mystic Mine right now, because that's why you run Mystic Mine in here. There's not a lot of decks that can like actually pop your spell cards, and honestly, not all the time too. Just for you guys to know, whenever you have like something to shut, like if they're playing like a Mystic Mine deck or any other deck, or like a rock stun deck, right? That just stuns you, just has monsters negate everything, and they don't have Mystic Mine. Usually save Mystic Mine until like you kind of like activate other cards that they have to negate, like Extravagance and all that stuff. And you have Dark Ruler no more too to negate their, let's say if they Fossil Dyna, and you can just continue your play. So this deck has ways around it. There's you have to study it more. But if you draw none of those cards, or none of those cards, let's say cards that you can get into it, so like terraforming into Mystic Mine, then you go with your side deck. And I'm pretty sure I showed you guys my side deck already. Shout out to Dragon Ball. Used to play it, but not anymore. All right. So like the evenly matches work. That's why I have it in my side deck. Literally it just says bye bye Outledge or bye bye back row. Really, really good card, guys. I highly recommend it. I know it's expensive, but if you could afford it, you could afford it. And I also do run the Cosmic Cyclones. Like, I do hate back row, which is why I cite it. You could main it, you could main the Lightning Storms if you want to, or side Lightning Storms if you want to, but that's too expensive for me. I could afford it, but it's still a little bit, I wouldn't like recommend it, because Cosmic at least banishes it, and so does Evenly Match. So this is literally a perfect duo. And for like Outledge too, if you guys are worried about Outledge, you have DDD Grow, so I mean there's not that much to worry about. And if you're playing a deck that splashes a bunch of monsters on the field, you do end up having like triple Lava Golem. So yeah, and then Nibiru. I'm just gonna show you my whole side deck. So yeah, Nibiru. And yeah, you have plenty of resources to get around back row. So just to answer that question too. All right, and then we'll do one more test hand, and then I'll call it, I'll call it a video. And stay tuned, because next I'm gonna upload another video, guys. And oh my gosh, I'm excited to show you guys that one. Because it's not just dinos, it's not gonna be the meta deck. It's gonna be a deck that I absolutely love. I fell in love with. Another deck. This deck's my favorite no matter what, because Dino best deck, but there's another deck that I absolutely love, and I'll show you. All right, so one more test hand. It's probably like pretty bad, huh? Oh wait, no, 5. There you go. So, actually not that, it's actually not that bad. Depending on what we draw, it's actually not that bad. Because sometimes you do have bricks. This is like a going second hand, honestly. Because if you go second, yeah, it's a going second hand. But it's okay, let's see if we go first. So activate Pot of Extravagance. They're gonna ash me, you can just gamma. But let's just say if they don't, just let it go through. Yeah, full combo. Do I need to explain, guys? You can just get miscellaneous off of Fossil Dig, and yeah, continue the combo from there. And even if they ash you, you have gamma, and literally you're safe, because gamma is like your called by. That's why when they took out called by, you're like, okay, I still have gamma, so you're chilling. So yeah, this, like I said, this deck is super consistent. There's no really dead hands. That's why, like, you do run a lot of bricks, don't get me wrong. That's why I don't run Giant Rex. I like running a lot more babies too, to continue my plays just in case my opponent does end up breaking it. I still have plays to continue on, So that's why I have like the ratios of 3 Babysaurs and 2 Petites, so yeah. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate you guys' support. You guys are like killing it right now. You guys are loving my dinosaur deck. And if you guys want to see more combos or want to see actual gameplay against like a Dragon Link deck or any other deck, leave it down in the comments section below. And I'll literally display why this deck is actually really good, or why Dragon Links is really good too. Because as you can see in the other videos, DJ Yoshi D, his deck is really, really good too. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And this has been your boy, Dino John here, signing out.